Greetings, everyone. There's nothing special about me except the fact that I have a discerning spirit and that when the writing is on the wall, I'm able to see it and interpret. But more than anything else, I am very obedient to the spirit. When I'm sent to declare a message, I do so. Greetings, everybody. I thought if I dress myself like this, with this headwear and this, people might listen to me. If you're from Jamaica and you recognize all of this, tell me about it in the comment section. Are you blind? Well, I don't think you're blind, Alicia. I think you're wide awake and you're in big trouble. ALICIA Kim, Mom, stop sitting on the fence. Where is Kim Muma? Sorry, no offense, Mom, but it's the Jamaican thing that just fly out. I'm saying, listen, mother, woman, either you tell your daughter to come back to Jamaica or you figure this out, because your daughter is on social media appealing. Your daughter literally made a video with her husband, and what she's doing is it's a cry for help. Okay? Now, every hair on the back of my head stood up. Every hair on my body stand up. And I think when I feel this kind of sensation running through my body, it is imperative that I speak my truth. And the girl looked terrified. Kim looked terrified and scared. People, those of you who don't agree with what she's doing, there's so much more to the story than you understand. And for that reason, you have to just say peace. Cry peace. I'm trying to cry peace, but at the same time, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. It's not safe. Nothing more to say. Boo went to Jamaica and engaged her, I think, the first time he saw her. They had a lavish wedding. He would have decided within himself, this is what I want. To propose to somebody and to marry them in such short order. Someone would feel within themselves, I gotta grab this girl. I can't afford to lose her. Okay? Boo showed up in Alicia's life like a knight in shining armor. It's not everything that glitter is gold. But, you know, as a foreigner, when he shows up in her life, and listen, he played the role well. He looked like a wealthy man. He looked like a good catch. And so when he came into her life, of course, as a young person, you're thinking that, oh, I'm so blessed, not realizing that this man was looking for a cash cow. So although he came across as a sugar daddy, you didn't realize that he was banking you. You were his way out. He intended for you to come to America to work and take care of him. Because whatever it cost him to sponsor you, or whatever gifts he gave you in dating, he intended to collect that and more. So, really, Kim got broadsided, my people. And here is how.
Last month they filed a petition. I'm just here just to give you a copy of the petition. That's it. All right, it's nothing for you.
12/2024, and I just got served with a divorce petition that was filed by my husband on December 21st, 2023 at 11:46 a.m. So I was served a summons. Yeah.
Somehow you feel that you were going to just move along and it's going to be peaceful and you're going to be cordial, and it's not going to work like that. Any movement out of that space, you're opening a whole new can of worms. I know, because
If I get all the money, you pay for what? And here this, but to pay me, I'm supposed to be responsible for my lawyer fees.
I am not a body language expert, and you don't need the body language expert to interpret what I saw. And this is not good, and it's not safe. It's not safe. Tell your daughter, the less you say, the more. Tell her not to poke the dragon. Tell her not to poke the bear. She needs, listen, you see a man's heart, you see a man's face, you do not see his heart. And some things are inevitable, you know, but we don't speak on this because we know life, you know, there's power in the tongue. So, Alicia, darling, trust me, your story is one that is very common with a lot of persons. A lot of young women married to these older men who are stuck in their ways, these older men who, you know, have nothing in common with the younger women that they marry. And except for the romance and the chivalry, you know, there's always writing on the wall. And a lot of these men, for example, are impotent. And yet they're getting married to young girls whose libido is as high as the roof. He deliberately married you knowing that he had cancer and did surgery which possibly could prevent him from not just getting it up, but also getting you pregnant. And yet when you first came from Jamaica, he's doing video to make you do pregnancy tests to see if you're pregnant, knowing full well he could not get you pregnant. So I'm assuming that some of the things he talked to you about privately were all lies. Because why would you think he was able to get you pregnant if he told you the truth about his surgery? There are so many unanswered questions for you. I don't need to know all your business. I'm just saying, going forward, I am sure you would have learned your lesson. But listen, it is sad you didn't want a divorce, at least at the time when he asked for it. But just know that sometimes these doors are open for us to go on and live a real life. You're a young girl. You need to find somebody who you're compatible with, someone who you can build a family with. He was not the one, unfortunately. He was not the one to give you this very thing that you need so desperately. All is not lost. You both got something out of this union. And unless it was meant to be, it wouldn't have happened. Yes, others can learn from your experience. And I would encourage young people, or anyone for that matter, you know, when we're getting involved with people that we don't know, it's a big risk. And sometimes it's worth the risk. But at the same time, please do your research. Please get to know people. And I know it's not easy to get to know people even after you've been with them 20 years. But I'm wanting to tell the people, when you get into these long distance relationship, not everybody is willing to walk away. Some people will not set you free. And I'm going to say here, listen carefully. Continue to stay vigilant. Not everybody has the ability to walk away. A lot of men, their egos get crushed, especially men who say to themselves, this is my investment. Listen, stay prayerful, stay safe, keep your location private. Do not trust. Be careful how you trust and advertise your whereabouts to people. Going back to Jamaica in a time now when all kinds of things can happen. Somebody hungry can take $1,000 to do something terrible. So I would not underestimate somebody who was willing to ruin you financially to have his vengeance. He decided to divorce you, and yet he wanted you to pay him. There's something wrong with the picture. And an individual with this type of mindset will never walk away and accept defeat. I don't know what this older man is thinking, but he's been very selfish. He clearly didn't want to make his wife happy, clearly didn't want this young girl to feel safe. Otherwise, he would have not lied about his circumstances and he would have not tried to force her. I don't know what he's thinking, that this young girl, this beautiful young girl, this worldly, modern girl was going to stay in his house, become an old woman in some, apron and be at his house while he's taking care of his birds. I don't know what he was thinking, except that he was saying, listen, it doesn't matter if you stay or go. You're going to have to take care of me. The roles got flipped and he switches game upon this young lady. And it is very unfortunate. But listen, you can move on. I hope all the best for you. And I hope he finds someone who is perfect for him. But I'm suspecting that Kim is probably too old for him now. This gentleman would be bored with the likes of Kim. I am suspecting that he would want, his mind is stuck in a younger phase, and he probably is dating another younger girl in Jamaica who have these pipe dreams and, would think that they're going to be the one who get the leg up on this man. But it's not going to happen. I wouldn't turn my back. I'd try to stay safe and I would learn from my lessons. All the best. Kim, the future awaits you. All kinds of opportunity are there for you. You're ambitious, you're beautiful, you're all these things. But it takes two to tango. And so you have to examine what you have done too. You saw the opportunity he presented, and he also saw you as his trophy bride and his potential pension plan, unfortunately. We live and we learn. Listen, tell your truth and don't pretend for anybody's sake, because in the end, you're going to have to tell it anyway. Take care, everybody. Stay